Hello and welcome back to Glory to Gaming. I'm your host Steve, and today we are looking at a particularly interesting title. This one goes by the name of For the Overworld. This one is, I suppose you would call it an RTS, but it's got a bit of a spin on it, and I suppose it'd be a lot easier to show than to explain. This is a pretty interesting title. I really like the idea of it. I guess actually from what I'm reading online, and I know the internet's always right, but this is supposed to be inspired by a game with a very similar idea and feel to it. And shut up, guy, I'm talking. And maybe that is true, but for me, I have never played anything like this before. I wasn't really sure this would be a great one to do a video on. I had played it a little bit, a very little bit, and from what I had played, it was really interesting, and I enjoyed the concept of it a lot, but I really wasn't so sure how well it would be received. I mean, I struggle for views enough as is, and I basically didn't know if this was worth my time. But after playing it a little bit, and then going away from it for a little bit, I sort of, I don't know, I just said, you know what, fuck it, this is a really great game. I really appreciate what this guy, what these guys are doing, who the devs are. I know it's a pretty indie title, and I enjoy it, and I highly suggest it. And
now that you have a gateway, minions
see for
can
yourself.
enter into your service. But first, you'll need to build the rooms necessary to entice them in. Start by building a barracks. This room will allow your minions to hone their combat skills without the risk of permanent death or disfigurement. Select it and build it by clicking and dragging your hand across the claimed tiles.
But wait, man, there's gold chip back there. This guy loves to talk.
In order to function properly, though the lair and vault are effective at any size.
There we go. I want to just leave those there, I guess. Go. And I have played a little bit of the campaign. I played about 2 or 3 missions of it.
A gnarling has entered your dungeon.
And from there I sort of moved on and checked some of the more sandbox modes, which were also a lot of fun.
Hack at your foes until someone is dead. Let's hope your
Oh, there's a pig in there. Hello, pig.
It is payday. Outside of combat, gnarlings will train themselves within your barracks. You can pick them up with a click if you find them slouching off, then deposit them anywhere within your dungeon with a right click. For further entertainment, you can always put yourself directly into their head by casting possession upon them.
Okay.
Now that you have some minions, you will need to cater for their basic needs. First, build a lair, so the pitiful little meat sacks can get some rest.
That's not nice. So the basic idea that we're looking at here is you play the overlord of a dungeon instead of playing the hero. And instead of being the hero that, you know, enters the dungeon, vanquishes evil, it is your job to prevent the heroes from doing such things. And this really interesting take really captivated me at first, and I'm not usually drawn to indie titles, but I don't know, this one really, it kind of spoke to me.
Well done. But see how your gold reserves have been depleted. Command your workers to mine some of the nearby gold by tagging the gleaming tiles. They collect and return gold to your dungeon coffers, allowing you to spend it on whatever your dark heart desires.
Oh, okay.
Your core can store up to 16,000 gold pieces. But if that number sounds pitifully small, or if wealth inspires the evil in you, simply build a vault to store more.
Now, I don't even know if this does anything extra, but I'm going to do it anyway. I want my evildoers to have a nice home to relax in, you know?
Now that you've got a bit of coin in your pocket, you can build a slaughter pan. This room produces scores of micro-piglets.
Micro-piglets?
Sustain the weak flesh of your minions by filling their bellies with succulent pig flesh.
Excellent. Not enough games let you play the bad guy, you know? What is this? How many tiles do we got here? We good?
Your dungeon has been breached. Cast Rally upon these specters, and your minions will immediately sally forth to wreak bloody havoc.
Oh no, Rally.
Your dungeon is
I think this is Rally. I built you a big home, defend me.
Well done. Now finish off the rest of these manifestations with a second rally flag.
Rallying some more. Don't you fail me, goons. I have found thus far that the campaign is, from what I've played of it so far, has been pretty easy. The skirmish mode, on the other hand, I really did kind of have a difficult time with it.
Slapping them with a right click. This should allow your minions to return to their jobs and tend their needs in a timely fashion. You can cast Recall upon a minion to immediately return them to your dungeon. Though if they are attacked as it channels, then the spell will fizzle into nothing.
Coffers are filling up. Oh no! There's a rock there. I suppose sacrifices must be made.
role, Underlord, and I've been waiting far too long to begin my war for the Overworld. Let us enter the realm of Kairos and continue your retraining against a more fitting enemy.
Oh, it's over. Alright, thank you so much for joining, guys. I hope you enjoyed today's episode. If you did, please mash that like button. If you'd like to see more, definitely subscribe. I'm going to be trying to get in a few of these videos out. Hopefully some of you will follow along. Take it easy.